Okay, the formula for the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 times the height times the area of the base. The rainforest pyramid in Moody Gardens near Galveston, Texas is 100 feet high and 200 feet along each side of its base. What is the volume inside the rainforest pyramid? So it tells you in verbal form the formula, 1/3 times the height times the area of the base. So how would you translate that into a formula? Yes.
You do 1/3
Yep.
times h
Yep.
times
You can call it B. Yeah, that's fine. And so this is the volume right here. And the B is what? What is B again? The area of the base. And H is the height. It's important to label your variables. Exactly. So it tells you the height. What is the height?
100.
Feet. Yep. And what's the base?
200 feet.
Oh, nah, that isn't the base. That is the side of a base. Side, not of a base, side of the base. That's the side. Look, and 200 feet along each side. Is that what the formula is here? The formula is for the area of the base. So if you have the side of the base, how do you get the area of the base? The area of base is going to be equal to 200 times, which is 200 squared. So the area of the base is 4 with how many zeros? Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 40,000. What's the units on that? Feet squared, exactly. So now we take this and where do we plug it in? To the B. So what do we have now? Volume is equal to 1/3 times the height, which is 100 feet, times what? 40,000 feet squared. So the volume is going to be, what's the units going to be? Feet cubed, cubic feet. So you're going to end up with 100 times 40,000. So how many zeros is that? That's 4 with how many zeros? We had 4 zeros right there. How many are we adding on? 2 more, so we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 4 million all over what? There's something missing. All over what? 3. Exactly. All over 3. So you could do the division there. What's 1/3 of 4? What's that going to be? 1,333,333 and how much? And 1/3. You can write a mixed fraction in that case. I don't really like mixed fractions, but that's okay. But what's the unit here? Feet cubed. It's important that you put the units in there. Very important that you put the units in there. So it's pretty big. You kind of see, how about I actually draw what I'm saying? So let's say you actually had a pyramid right like this. No, that's not very good, is it? So it goes up, it goes up, it goes up. So this is a nice pyramid. So what was the formula? Took the area of the base and what else? What else did you need?
Height.
The height, which is right there. Now what you can actually do is you can actually have it be the same height, but have it be tilted. So do you see that pyramid right there? So let's do that one. Let's make it green here. So we have this pyramid right here. Did I change the height? No, the height is still the same. And is the base the same? Yeah, so is the volume going to be the same?
Yeah.
The volume's actually going to be the same, which is kind of neat. Now, could I stretch this as far as I want to the right?
Yeah.
I could. And it's kind of strange. I could go 10 million miles to the right. And you think to yourself, oh, wow, that must be too big, right? It must be more than 1 million cubic feet. But here's the thing. As you stretch this further and further to the right, how skinny does this get? It gets really, really, really skinny. So you bring it over, so yeah, it's going to be like a bigger surface area. But the volume is going to stay the same, which is kind of neat. The surface area changes, but the volume stays exactly the same. Okay, so this one says, you are making candles to sell at your school's art festival. You melt paraffin wax in a cubic container. So it's a cube. It's important. Cubic container. Each edge of the container is 6 inches in length. The container is 1/2 full. How many people drew a picture? Anybody draw a picture? It's good. So this is a cube. What's the side of each? It's a pretty bad cube, isn't it? Wow. You gotta draw a better cube than that. What's the side length of each? Someone was about to say it. So it's 6, 6, and 6. What is the volume of wax in the container? So do I just multiply 6 times 6 times 6? No, because well, yeah, you cube 6, but it's half full. Is 1/2 full. So the volume of wax is going to be half of what? 6 times 6 times 6. Now, do you have to, if you want to actually figure out what that number is, do you have to use your calculator? No, please don't. You don't have to. Do you do 6 times 6 times 6 first? I wouldn't. What's 6 divided by 2?
3.
3. So you divide that out, it becomes a 3. So now it's just 3 times 6 times 6. Why did I do that first? Smaller number. Yeah, exactly. What's 6 times 6? So you have 3 times 36. How do you do 3 times 36? Well, it's 3 times 30 plus 3 times 6. What's 3 times 30? What's 3 times 6? 18 plus 90. So it's 108. And what's the units on this? This is a volume. It is inches cubed. Okay, so there's A. This is too small. And this is too small. I need you to get pretty good at identifying which ones you absolutely need your calculator on. I mean, given a long time, could you do this by hand if you really had enough time? Sure. It's not. This is exactly what we have our calculators for. You know what you need to do, so use your calculator. Do you need a calculator for these two? No. You should know that 125 is 5 cubed. Absolutely. Say in sentence form is the pattern. What's the first thing you notice? The last digit is always what? Always 1 or 9. When is it 1? When the power is what? You sure? Okay, the power is 1, 3, 2. Those are the powers. So when the power is even, it is? Yeah, okay. I'm just checking. I'm sorry. I was a little perturbed and confused. When the power is even, and it's 9 when the power is... Yeah, there's your observation. That's great.